We're at our favorite place in the whole world, the airport. Not this specific airport, more airports in general. And today we're going to start a journey that's going to last for 15 days. We're going to visit 6 different countries, of which 4 are new to us as a couple. 2 flights, 3 bus rides, 3 train rides, 1 celebration, 1 odd accommodation. And the first leg of the journey is going to take us from Malaga to Vienna.
Thank you very much.
Three hours later, we're in Vienna, we got train tickets, now we're just gonna find a train. We've just checked into our hotel and now we're eating. And I may or may not have done something wrong when I booked the hotel. So when we arrived at the hotel, the girls in the reception said, "We can't find your booking." And I was really persistent saying, "Yes, it's here." And I showed them the booking and they were looking for it, couldn't find it. And it turned out I booked it for August 23rd, not July 23rd. To make matters worse, I had booked it with points, so I hadn't paid for it. It took well over half an hour to sort things out, but they were super helpful and gave us room anyway, so really appreciate it. And now we are at a place called Sultan. We just stepped out of the hotel and grabbed the first thing we saw, and I'm really glad we ended up here. We're having a falafel that's so good. It's one of the best I've had in a long time.
That was a good falafel with a little twist of lemon in it. We got some great tips from the staff what to do here in Vienna, and one of them was the Naschmarkt, where there is lots to eat. So that's our day for the evening. But before that, let's go down to the city and explore. We found the market. The market is one long street with lots of things. There are fresh fruits, a lot of veggies, cheese, olives. There's also a lot of sweets, a lot of Turkish sweets, and a lot of souvenirs and restaurants. I think you can spend a lot of time here. But unfortunately, they're closing up in about 1.5 hours, so let's just have a quick peek. Okay, maybe I did something quite wrong. I fell for the olive salesman. He made me taste a lot of good olives and he made me buy... No, he didn't make me. I wanted to buy the really good olives. But I got a whole... It's like dinner today and tomorrow. It was quite expensive, but they are really good.
And he was a really good salesman. The plan is to find a grocery store and buy some wine and some water, and then go to a park where we can enjoy the olives with some wine. But the grocery stores close in about 40 minutes, and just a few blocks away they were everywhere and now they're nowhere. We're in the city center and there's only souvenir boutiques. Haven't seen a grocery store in a long time.
We have a big bag, water, wine.
Enjoying the church?
Yeah, I am. Thanks to Google, I know it's pretty old. The first one built here was in the early 12th century. It was bombed by the Germans during the World War II. It's really big and there is a lot of details. Small figures, big statues, everywhere you look there's a new detail. We are about to take the tram to the park, but we don't really know how it works. You have to validate the ticket in a machine somehow.
We're on our way to the park, and we do have a specific reason for visiting this specific park. It actually has two things that are quite interesting. One is a Ferris wheel that's really old, huge Ferris wheel, and it's kind of a symbol of the city of Vienna. But that's not the main reason. One of the biggest reasons to why we choose to come to Vienna in the first place was to visit another nation. Because inside that park is a micronation called the Republic of Kugelmugel. It's a 30 square meter country within Vienna. And I think it is located in the park, or just in the outskirts of the park. And it has a really cool story, and I will tell it once we get there. Real quick, we have recently partnered up with iVisa, simply because we really appreciate the service that they provide. And now you can get 10% off your next purchase. If you, just like us, love to travel, you know that getting the right travel documents sometimes can be difficult. iVisa is a one-stop shop where you quickly can check if you meet the requirements and to see what options are available for your next destination. So instead of dealing with embassies, you can spend your time planning for your next adventure. To get the 10% discount, you must apply via exploringplanethome.com. Click on the link and your discount is activated. And back to the vlog.
It doesn't cost anything to enter, and there's a lot of rides here. Looks fun.
This is the first time we meet the president. What's your name?
Nikolaus Lipburger.
And you're the president of...
This republic.
I've never ever met the president. Such an honor.
Thank you.
It is.
How do I, if you want to become a citizen, do you have to apply?
You have to pay.
You have to pay?
Yes, 600 citizens.
And everybody lives all over the world?
Yes.
All over the world.
We try to visit as many countries as possible in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a country. Check!
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
And
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for being so punk. I like punk. Yeah.
It's an honor.
Nice meeting you, Mr. President.
This turned out to be so much better than I imagined. We actually got to meet the president, Nikolaus. So cool, such a cool guy. And this is the place. And I just love everything about it. Just not according to the standards of how you should do things in a society. So the story, if you don't know it, is that Nikolaus' father built this house and the government decided it wasn't fit for being a house, So he just moved it from where he built it into this place in Vienna, and he put some barbed wire around it, and he claimed it to be a country. And since then it is a country. It's a micronation. It has 600 citizens, everybody is of course living abroad, and it has a proper border crossing that you have to cross to be able to enter the country. It's just one of those things, I just love it. It's so quirky, it's so fun. It's wow! This is as far in as I can get into the country. So I cannot count it as a country because you need to spend 24 hours in a country to actually claim it as a visited country. At least that's the way we are counting the countries we visited. But still, 4 centimeters of me are in this micronation. So cool. Might be a thing that I'm gonna do when I grow old. I'm gonna start a own nation, become a king or something.
It's been such a great first day here in Vienna, meeting a lot of friendly people and meeting a president. Oh my god!
We were trying to find a good place for a picnic, but we couldn't find any, so we're going back to the hotel instead. And we're pretty jacked up from meeting the president, so a bit restless. We need to walk.
We're making our plans for tomorrow. Hope you join us. Thank you for watching today's vlog. Subscribe. See you tomorrow.